Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is officially Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, I am up. My grandma hit me yesterday for me to help her our Christmas party. So we celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve. It's a family tradition on my grandpa's side of the family, so my dad's side of the family. We've been celebrating Christmas on Christmas Eve since I can remember, since I was a kid, like literally since I was a kid. He passed away a few years ago, so we still keep the tradition alive at my grandma's house, which is my dad's mom. So yeah, about to get ready for that. But before I do, finally got some ink. Some of you guys know, some of you guys don't know. I have a DTG machine. Say hey, DTG. I've officially had this machine for a year, and it has been a pain in my ass. More so the company. I got it from Racoma. We'll talk about that in detail later. I've did like reviews and stuff on the machine and never like posted anything. So I'm gonna work on posting my reviews for my machine, especially because I didn't have it for a freaking year, y'all. So I got some shit to say, some shit to tell y'all. So anywho, yeah, so finally got some more ink. I typically have to buy the white ink once a month, regardless if I use the machine or not. The machine needs to stay on unless I put it in, which I need to do, put that in storage mode sometimes. But anywho, machine runs all the freaking time, so I have to buy white ink once a month. So got some white ink. I took the color ink out. I just have the storage fluid in there for all of them right now while I've been waiting for the ink to come in. So I'm about to take that out, put all the ink back in. I think it takes about 30 minutes for it to like recharge the ink, clean it, and prepare to go to my grandma's house. She want me to be over there all day because the party don't start to 4, which means AKA 7 o'clock. So I'll probably just go over there in a couple of hours, help her set up, and then come back home and woosah a little bit and get dressed and stuff like that. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm there all day, I'm not gonna be there in the evening when everybody's there trying to turn up. You feel me? So yeah, I need to switch the line. So we're gonna switch the lines. Oh shit. Ink path control. So right now it's been on cleaner charging because I've been having the storage fluid in there. So now that I have the ink back in, I gotta switch it back to the ink. I need to clean out this ink thing. All colors. It's gonna take about 20 minutes for it to run. I'm gonna press yes. So now it's about to charge the ink up. I don't know why I don't hear anything. There we go. There's the noise I've been looking for. So now it's doing this thing. So I'll be back when it's done so we can clean the machine. It's funny when I be trying to record in public. I get kind of like, I get kind of nervous in a sense because people already be staring at me. So me walking around recording myself, y'all see I'm whispering and shit. So me walking around and recording myself, like, I know people really staring at me, so I gotta get over it. Good, how are you? Yeah, sit down. Oh, excuse me. This chick got me this Christmas, it look like Christmas wrapping paper, but it's a dress. It's too cute. I have to make one. It's cute. the whole time for them to bring the wrong shoe out. So there goes that. Good thing I'm hot. God damn! Ooh, it's so dry. Dry in the wintertime. My mama said I'm light skinned in the winter. One more other person.
1 hour later.
But I'm gonna have to order it. I have a bad habit of smoking in the car from Cali. Some of them drives used to be long, y'all. So I had to smoky. But I started like smoking like I don't even want to call it smoking, because the homies say I'm not a real smoker, and I agree, because them true stoners be smoked out, not me. Okay, and let it go out from talking. Excuse me, from the pandemic and stuff. I'll just wait. From the pandemic, being out there in Cali, it was bound to happen. And too, like with alcohol, because my dad's side of the family, they some alcoholics. I ain't gonna say we, because I ain't no damn alcoholic. But it's possible that it could have happened. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I think I was just smart. I'm just smarter than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. The stuff that I've seen is stressful. Like, it's not, ain't cubable. So, I was gonna say that with alcohol, I was drinking this stuff a lot. Who is this? Bronco, look, wasn't I just talking about my Bronco? I can't wait to get my Bronco. Are you crossing the street? What are you doing, sir? Because I can go right now, because it's red. Okay, I'm about to say excuse me. I'm so silly. Oh, McDonald's. I need something. Let me just wait till I get close to the south side. So yeah, like I used to drink a lot of alcohol. I didn't smoke, but after a while, that alcohol, like sometimes you wake up and you don't know how the f you gonna feel. You know what I'm saying? And like I've had times where I drink plenty of water. I make sure I eat, like all that good stuff. And when I say messed up, I be tore to the flow up. It take me a whole 24, hell, it used to take 48 hours. It take me a whole 24, 48 hours to get my life together. And it was just, it'd be a miserable feeling. I had a hangover a couple of weeks ago. And oh my gosh, it was the worst. Like, mentally, I'm still not right. My cousins and them was trying to get me to drink on Sunday, and I'm just like, no, bro, leave me alone. Like, I'm still traumatized from 2 weeks ago. So yeah, like, so that's why I just got to the point where I started smoking more than drinking alcohol, because with weed, be honest with you, like, for me, I feel like, hell, when you smoke, if you get like super, super high, like you just need to lay the fuck down, drink some water, just chill out, the high go away. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna have no hangover or be feeling shitty from smoking no damn weed. Like, your high gonna go down. And I feel like you could kind of control it more too. Like, I could hit the blunt like a couple of times and that just be that. You feel what I'm saying? Or I can like smoke the whole thing, like just whatever the case may be. Like, I can choose how high I want to get. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like sometimes with alcohol, it can hit you out of nowhere. Like, you be fine. Like, for me, you know what I'm saying? I'd be cool. It take a lot of alcohol for me to feel like be outside in whatever environment that I'm in and be like up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can count on one hand how many times I've been in public and been drinking and partying and felt like, oh, I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't let myself get there. However, how I be getting messed up is because my skinny ass don't be eating. Like, I ain't no foodie like everybody. I do not be fucking eating. And so that's what be messing me up. Like, if I don't eat and I be drinking and throwing them bitches back, baby, when I go to sleep, it's gonna create this monster inside of me that takes over my body in the wee hours of the night or the early mornings, and it's just horrible. So yeah, a lot of that shit was happening, and so I put down the bottle and I picked up the blunt. So anywho, I am on the way to my grandma's house. Granny is on the south side. Surprised she ain't called me yet. I should get there. It's 11:48. I should get there by 12:30. Like before 12:30. Yeah. As long as my grandma just feeds me, they can have no issues. She said she's gonna give me a whooping after that. She said I raised my voice at her. It's crazy, like being an adult, like me. I was raised in the South, you know what I'm saying? Born and raised in the South. So I have manners and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? I respect my elders and all that good stuff. But you get to a point in your life, or in age, shall I say, too. You can go both ways. In your life when you're grown, AF, and things just hit differently. You know what I'm saying? Like the first person, elderly, how about that? The first elderly person I had to put in check was my sewing teacher. Like, my sewing teacher, Miss Dorothy, I love her so much. She's probably like, Miss Dorothy, she would kick my behind if I told y'all how old she is. So just know, Miss Dorothy, she's that girl, okay? She been with us for a cool minute. She's that girl, okay? So Miss Dorothy, like, wait a minute, y'all. Am I going the right way? It's so funny. Y'all know I done moved back to Georgia. And I've been having to make sure. Yep, I'm going the right way. I've been having to make, like, sometimes I don't know if I'm going the right way. Like, they building different freeways and stuff. And things get a little confusing. But yeah, back to my sewing teacher. Like, you know how, like, older people are. Like, they very much so stuck in their ways. Like, what they say goes. They gonna say it how they want to say it. Don't give a F. You know what I'm saying? So that's how she was. And so, again, mind you, me, I'm the type of person, like, I respect my elders. Like, if I gotta hold my tongue sometimes, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, do things or not do things out of respect, I'm your girl. You feel what I'm saying? But however, like, I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a difference between, you know, respecting your elders and, oh, you got me effed up. You know what I'm saying? And so just with her, like, sometimes her tone and, like, she'll yell and stuff like that. And so it was some frustrated moments that we had with learning how to sew. And, well, with her trying to teach me some things about sewing. So when I started working with her, like, I taught myself how to sew when I was in college. So I was probably sewing on and off. When did I start it? When I was in school. I say I probably got my sewing machine in probably like 07. 4, 5. Yeah, I say about 07. Yeah, I say about 07. I had to do some research. I needed to figure out like the year when I got my sewing machine. And so when I moved to California in 2016, I met Miss Dorothy in 2017. And that's when she started, like, teaching me. Like, Miss Dorothy, like, she part of the reason why I can set my bar so high. Like, she taught me the sauce, like, the little stuff that makes things, like, perfect. And just, like, wow, chef's kiss. Miss Dorothy taught it to me. But yeah, anywho, so Miss Dorothy, like, in the beginning, was like, she, like, it's funny because I tell my mom all the time, like, it's kind of like, it's low-key like trauma, because I always remember this when I'm sewing something. But like the first time we worked on this project together, when I started working with her, I was doing little stuff like taking sweatshirts and making like oversized sweatshirts and making like crop top and like the bodycon skirt or whatever, real cute, like little two-piece set. So she was like, you know, teaching me like, little tricks in the trade of like different things trying to do or whatever, right? So anyways, long story short, I had made something and I was at the end, like the top was done, the skirt was done, But she wanted me, and it's funny because I was telling this story recently. I can't remember what it was that she wanted me to fix or change or add. I think she wanted me to add something. I feel like she wanted me to add like a stitch or something in a certain spot. So long story short, I think that's what it was. So let's just go with that. She was telling me to add this stitch to it. I gotta see if she remembered. Add this final stitch. Say it was a top stitch to the skirt. And I remember what I did, like what happened wrong. So as me putting the top stitch on, somehow it was like another piece of the skirt underneath it. So it's like because it was underneath it and it wasn't like what I was trying to sew wasn't flat, it got caught up in it like I sewed it too. And you know, sometimes that's not a big deal, but sometimes it can be a big deal, like in my situation, because when we took the thread out, however it was stitched in there, it created a hole. So it was a hole in it. And so when I tell you Miss Dorothy flipped out, and she was like, oh my gosh, you ruined it. You ruined it. She's like screaming at me at the top of her lungs, y'all. You ruined it. You ruined it. It was so perfect. Oh my gosh. Like, and you just ruined it. And I was just like, at first I thought she was like joking, because I'm just like, you cannot be serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a student, you're my teacher, I am learning. You know what I'm saying? Where's the grace, woman? And after a while, when I realized, no, Miss Dorothy was not playing, she was 38 high. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So like ever since then, when like I get down to the end of a project, oh baby, I be like, please let this go, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I be like, please don't, like, everything is perfect. I could do something. I could take my time on something. I can do something really quickly. And whatever the final step is, I don't care what it is. It could be sewing the tag in. I'm like, please sew in right. Please don't let me have to, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, thread break, thread get knotted up, all kind of BS, bro. Like, you not understand. So yeah, but that's just like one example of like some crazy-ish that she, you know what I'm saying, and said to me. So just imagine like other occurrences where it's just like, in my mind, woman, who you talking to? Like, I love you, and I know like it's all out of love, because like she felt like I was like her granddaughter in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, Miss Dorothy, she held me down. Like, she was upset with me when she found out, like, one of my ex-boyfriends at the time, you know what I'm saying, like, had to get a restraining order on him, and she was like, what? Why you ain't call me? I'm like, Miss Dorothy, what you gonna do? Like, Miss Dorothy, she's like, she gonna write out what you mean, what I'm gonna do. Like, Miss Dorothy didn't play about me. So, like, I'm glad, and we had, like, a heart-to-heart moment, too. I was trying to be focused on the part of just, like, you know, how to stand your ground with elderly people, you know what I'm saying? And I basically had a conversation with her and told her I ain't like what she was talking to me, and I ain't had no attitude. I wasn't like disrespectful, none of that. I ain't gotta do all that, but I'ma respectfully let you know you got me messed up. I don't come at you like that. Don't come at me like that. Like, I F with you, you F with me. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Kept it like that. And I kept like going to class or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, because Miss Dorothy, and I had to teach her what the GOAT means. I call her the GOAT, and she's like, GOAT? Like, what? And so I was like, I told her like the acronyms for GOAT, you know what I'm saying? And like, she loves it so much. So like, yeah, Miss Dorothy the GOAT. So, but one day, you know, later on down the line, we had a conversation, and she was telling me how like she appreciated it, and like she had like a different respect for me. And also too, because she thought that I was gonna quit. Like, when Miss Dorothy first met me, my first class, she told me like how talented I was, and like she talked like one thing I love about her, she talked so highly about me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe I can sew and make anything with Miss Dorothy, you know what I'm saying? Because like she just talks about how like gifted and talented I am, and I'm just like, I'm thinking sewing is something easy, and she's like, no, like it's not. Everybody can't do that. And again, like, talk so highly of me. She made me get a new machine. Like, the machine that I had when I first started my class, she was like, the way you sewing, you need me the new machine like yesterday. So took me and we got me a new machine. My mom helped me and she got me a new machine. Like things was lit. Like Miss Dorothy, that's my girl. So, but it was cool how like she told me how she, respected the fact that I said something to her. I stood my ground, and also too, she said I never quit. She thought I wasn't gonna make it. Like she thought I was gonna quit. And even through that, and just like my sewing journey, like how I just kept going. You know what I mean? So I gotta call my girl. I stopped. She also real like me, so I ain't gonna hold you. Like I get it, So that's why I try. I don't have a lot of friends, and it just is what it is. Like the older you get, if you were like a blunt and honest person, I'm not blunt as far as like harsh and mean. Some people might take it as that, but I know I don't say it like that. It's so funny because I had a conversation with my mom, I think recently, and I'm not really sure, and she do not have no problem with correcting me. But I kind of felt like she said that sometimes I do be like, I come off kind of mean and da-da-da-da when I say stuff. And I'm like, and she was like, it don't seem like you take the time to think about what you say. And I'm like, I absolutely do. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's, like crazy, that she said that was her observation. I'm like, no, like, I actually do. Like, and I would think about some shit to the fact where I overthink. And I didn't used to be like that. So that's the thing. Like, maybe I used to be more blunt back in the day or whatever, when I was more feisty and like fighting folks and shit like that. Like, oh yeah, for sure. Like the younger Jazz wanted all the fucking smoke, like all the fucking smoke. But the older I got, I'm just like, it just wasn't worth it. I was just in so much like bullshit, and like girls, I was about to say girls always wanted to fight me. That wasn't true, but it was girls that wanted to fight me at times, and all of those heifers were bigger than me. It's always, please don't call me. Who is that? Is that Mr. Donald? Is my video on me messed up? Can I pause it? All right, y'all. So a lot have transpired since I talked to y'all. Well, since the last time I talked to y'all. Waffles came out fire. Now I had to go back home and get dressed, of course. Now I am on the way to the weed man, and of course the weed man asked me, can I stop and get him some swishers? Like, do y'all do shit like that for your weed man, or is it just me? On the way to get my bud, I need to do a favor for him. It ain't no thing but a chicken wing, you know what I'm saying? We really homies, like, that's more than my weed man, so, like, that's really the homie. I just like calling him my weed man because now he's my weed man, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna stop putting his business out there. But yeah, so let me continue putting my business out here. I'm stopping to get some weed, then pull it back up to my grandma so I can eat. Hopefully everybody be there by then. They be so late. Get it, Auntie Ted.
One eternity later.
Gingerbread is falling. I supposed to be warmed up. I know that much.
Y'all still don't have y'all.
What's wrong?
Y'all don't have no driveway. Y'all ain't got nothing in y'all gingerbread house.
I know Sierra better win. I know that.
Hey, never stuff falling apart.
Oh, damn.